Well, here is the beauty. This is probably my personal highlight of the year 2009. I mean, when this was released, I was, well, I was happy as a little kid. I grew up with Shaky Stevens music. Ever since I was a young kid, I listened to his music and I always loved it. And now I'm 34 years old, I still love it. Um, Despite of all my other music passions and styles, this will always be among my favorites. This is a beautiful box set which was released by Sony in 2009, uh, containing 10 CDs, um, of which 9 original albums and one 12 inches extended mixes CD as an extra. And every CD in this box is like a mini replica of the vinyl records, of the original records. And this one is great to me because before this was released, I didn't have most of the albums within this box on CD. I did have them on vinyl, but not on CD. And some of them were released for the very, very first time. Now, all the CDs in this box are not just remastered. It says all digitally remastered from the original master recordings. But most of them were also completely remixed. And you can hear that because there are some differences between some of the versions on these CDs in comparison to the original versions, um, which I think is great because they're really well done. Um, some of those songs sounded like they were recorded yesterday instead of 20 to 30 years ago. So when we open this, you'll see that inside are the replicas of the original vinyl records. And the first one is, of course, his very first album for Epic, which was Take One. This is a beautiful record. In the Netherlands, it was released a couple of years later with a different title. It was Hot Dog, which was one big hit, which contains on this CD. You see, this is the original artwork of Take One. It's exactly the same as the final version. And when you flip this around, the back also is the same layout with the same picture as the original vinyl version, with the exception that now there are some bonus tracks added, including the obscure, spooky, and the Bruce Springsteen cover Fire. Um, every CD comes with a inner sleeve, which makes it even more feel or more even more like a vinyl look. And on the inner sleeve there is some information about who worked on the album, and on the other side of the sleeve would be the track listing with all the durations and some pictures of vinyl releases from the same time. And also the CD itself is like a mini LP. It has a vinyl look. And it's the same with all the other ones. This is his second album with his great hit recording Dizzle House, which is also the title, but in some countries this LP was released as Marie Marie. And also the back is the same, of course, as the original vinyl record. It's got one bonus track which wasn't included on the original album, and as you can see, well done. This got to be my most favorite Shaky Stevens record, and actually this was the first one I've ever heard of Shaky Stevens. This one made me a fan when I was just a little kid. I will get back to this later on in one of the other videos. I will review this a little more extensively. And also in the back, of course, are the song, the track listing, with an extra song, You and I Were Meant to Be, which actually appeared on the Dutch version of the Take One record, which was Hot Dog, but it wasn't included on the original Take One record. Here is his 1982 album, Give Me Your Heart Tonight. Beautiful reprinting of the original cover as well, with a track listing and 4 bonus tracks, including Elvis Presley's Lottie Miss Claudie. Very nice, very well done. And here is his 1983 album, The Bob Won't Stop. Also, a reprinting of the original artwork. This would have been even greater if they would make this a mini gatefold record, because the original vinyl record is a gatefold with beautiful pictures from live gigs inside. The back is exactly the same, including a couple of extra bonus tracks, including the big hit "A Letter to You," which was released as a single and appeared for the first time on the Greatest Hits record from 1985. His 1985 record "Lipstick, Powder and Paint," not my favorite, but despite of that, it has some great songs on it as well. I love "Turning Away," which became the single of this record. I also happen to like "As Long as I Have You," especially, but the live version, which appeared as a B-side on the "Breaking Up My Heart" record, which is also, by the way, on as a bonus here, because "Breaking Up My Heart" appeared on the Greatest Hits album, but and as a single. So, but well, it was released in the same time period as this record. Here is a CD I didn't have before, neither on a record, neither on CD or a cassette. So when I got this box, this was the first time ever I had this one. It's Let's Boogie, which has his hit "Because I Love You," beautiful, beautiful ballad, but also has a big and a very long, extensive medley, which was recorded live in 1986 with a lot of his hits in one long medley. It's a great one. It's really a great one. Then this one I already had before on CD, a whole lot of Shaky, but this remixed and remastered version, a hell of a lot better. The sound quality is absolutely fabulous, and there are some songs here which are quite different than the one who were released on the original record. Like "How Many Tears Can You Hide?" A little bit different, and also "Woman, What Have You Done to Me" is a complete different mix, and it works very well. Great album, by the way. His last record he recorded on Epic was "There Are Two Kinds of Music, Rock and Roll," which I also had on CD before. But again, like all the other CDs in this box set, with a hell of a lot of better sound. As a bonus track, there's "Radio," which was his last single for Epic a couple of years after the release of this record. It has Roger Taylor from Queen on drums, and one song's missing here, which would be "I Can Help," which he also recorded in the same time period, but didn't appear on this one. Did, however, been released on the later CD series, the 6 theme CDs. This is the last CD in this package, which is a bonus CD, and this contains some 12-inch remixes from his biggest hits, like "Cry Just a Little Bit," "Breaking Up My Heart," "A Little Boogie Woogie," "Come See About Me," "Feel the Need of Me," "How Many Tears Can You Hide?" "Jezebel," and the longer version of "Love Attack." This is a nice surprise, a nice adding to the whole package. The whole package finishes off with a booklet, 20-page booklet, which contains some background information on each record, but also some of the history of this English guy who is known by the name of Shakin Stevens. Some liner notes, and again, background information about all the single albums which are included in this beautiful box set. There is just one CD missing from this whole set, which is the Christmas album from Shakin Stevens, but they released that one also with a completely remastered and remixed version as a single CD. I think more attractive for people to buy with Christmas than a whole box set. But the box set isn't expensive, so if you want a great collection of Shakin Stevens CDs, buy this one. It is absolutely a good deal, and it has some timeless music on it. Shakin' Stevens, the Epic Masters.